July 9th. That's when the Catalan and Spanish presidents will hold a bilateral meeting, the first since the independence referendum. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. One big step towards regaining dialogue between Catalonia and Spain. The first meeting between Quim Torra and Pedro Sánchez already has a date, July 9th. The day was announced as the Spanish government dismissed calls from Catalonia for the Spanish king to also make gestures towards pro-independence leaders. Three Catalan presidents urged Spain's king to promote dialogue and negotiation and to heal wounds after his controversial speech last October. This is when they say he did not denounce police violence against innocent citizens. We'll get you the latest on this and also on the preparations for this Mediterranean Games that may become the set not only of a major sports event, but also for the first political encounters between some of the big players in Catalonia and Spain. The Catalan Parliament held session today, one during which ministers answered questions from MPs. One of the most intense moments was the clash between President Quim Torra and leader of the opposition, Inés Arrimadas. They've still not met because she refuses to enter the government building where a yellow ribbon hangs from the balcony. Dialogue, or the lack of it, was again one of the main issues discussed. All this while Catalan leaders sent a letter to the Spanish monarch demanding he play a neutral role in the current political stalemate and requesting that he champion dialogue.
The call for dialogue goes on, and this time the Catalan president has addressed Spain's highest institutional figure, King Felipe VI, the head of state, a figure most Catalans disapprove of. Torra sent a letter to the king that was also signed by his most recent predecessors, Artur Mas and Carles Puigdemont, the latter currently in Germany awaiting a decision on his extradition to Spain. Their aim was to find a way to heal the wounds caused by what they call repression against independent supporters. The presidents referred to the king's speech on October the 3rd, in which he criticised Catalan politicians for calling a referendum on independence in the face of opposition from the Spanish authorities. Felipe made no reference to the victims of police violence, more than 1,000 people, according to Catalan government figures. The three presidents take the king to task for positioning himself against independent supporters, when they say he should be a voice for conciliation and dialogue. With the king due to attend the opening ceremony of the Mediterranean Games in Tarragona on Friday, Torra suggested they meet then, but he did not clarify whether he himself would attend the ceremony. Torra's ambiguity was criticised by the head of the opposition, who herself recently rejected a meeting with Torra.
¿Cómo piensa usted, como presidente de la Generalitat, trabajar para revertir la fractura social que tenemos en nuestra tierra? Gracias.
Senyora diputada, d'entrada convidant-la a venir al Palau de la Generalitat. Aquesta va ser el meu oferiment.
¿Me va a dar usted lecciones de diálogo cuando acaba de decir que no quiere ni coincidir con el rey en un acto público? Usted, a mí, pero señor Torra.
Spain's response was quick and clear. The king forwarded the letter to Pedro Sánchez's government, which ruled out any meeting between the monarch and the Catalan president. The government also announced the date of the long-awaited first meeting between Sánchez and Torra, July the 9th, in Madrid.
While Parliament was in session in Barcelona, the chamber was also open in Madrid. And there as well, Catalonia was one of the main topics of discussion. The new Spanish president, Pedro Sánchez, urged the now opposition People's Party and Ciudadanos to avoid doing politics by fueling territorial conflicts and to work towards finding a compromise with Barcelona instead.
Les animo a que hagan oposición al gobierno del Partido Socialista. Se lo animo, pero no hagan oposición a costa de debilitar aún más la convivencia entre los pueblos de España, aún más entre los ciudadanos de nuestro país.
Tiene usted que hacerlo y mi lealtad será, y la de mi grupo, con España, con los españoles, con la Constitución y con el rey, no con usted. Con usted la lealtad a aquellos.
Catalonia isn't only a usual topic of conversation in politics, but also in gastronomy. Did you know that 3 Catalan restaurants are amongst the 50 best in the world? And one of them actually is almost the best. You've surely heard about El Celler de Can Roca in Girona, named as the second best restaurant in the world by the prestigious Restaurant magazine. In fact, the Roca brothers have been at the top 5 in the world since 2009. And on 2 occasions in 2013 and 2015, they were number 1. Barcelona-based Disfrutar, led by 3 chefs from Albulli, are number 18 in the world, while Tickets, also in the Catalan capital, is number 32. The Roca brothers are great ambassadors of Catalan cuisine to the world, and they decided not to let politics get involved in their activities. During referendum day, they cooked for polling agents, and it has now been revealed that they will host the ceremony of the Princess of Girona Awards by the Spanish monarchy at their venue.
Tenim un ofici, som cuiners, cambrer, pastisser, sabem fer això, ens dediquem a això, no som polítics i sobretot som hospitalaris. Amb tothom, entenem que un país ha de ser gran si és hospitalari.
It's only 2 days until the Mediterranean Games kick off in Tarragona. And you've heard a lot about it. Thousands of athletes will attend as well as many authorities. It's going to be a historic event for the city. Today we visited the installations that soon will be full of people. Let's take a look.
Tarragona has been preparing for the Mediterranean Games for years, and in just 2 days, the starting gun will finally go off. And the athletes and judges have already started to arrive. They will stay in the luxurious Mediterranean Village Hotel, an establishment that's been fine-tuned to provide ideal preparation for the elite sporting event. And an Olympian athlete has been hired to make sure everything runs smoothly.
I que tot estigui del seu gust per la competició i no pugui dir que no l'ha anat bé perquè no ha pogut dormir, perquè el llit no estava del seu gust, el menjar no era el correcte, etc. I per tant, aquestes coses han d'estar preparades.
The resort provides much more than its crystalline pool. It features everything an Olympian needs before a competition. A fully staffed medical center, a multi-denominational chapel for the religious, a leisure area to wind down, even a supermarket. But that's nothing compared to security, which government officials assure has been meticulously coordinated.
Estem parlant de jocs i, per tant, l'èxit de l'esport és el saber treballar en equip, i aquí treballem en equip totes les administracions, tots els cossos i forces de seguretat, tots els cossos d'emergència, tots treballem perquè aquests 10 dies siguin un èxit.
Held every 4 years, the Mediterranean Games are part of the Olympic movement, recognized by its committee. Until next Sunday, around 4,000 athletes from 26 different countries will be represented in over 30 disciplines before over 15,000 spectators. It's going to be a historic moment, and it all begins at 9 p.m. on Friday.
Mediterranean Games, Tarragona 2018.
Moving on to business now. Figures for foreign investment were released today. On Tuesday, we learned that the Catalan government office is attracting more foreign projects than last year. But so far, the global figures of direct investment for 2017 are dropping. Foreign investment fell 62% in the first quarter of the year, attracting 345 million euros compared to the 902 million of the same period last year. While last year's 902 million euros was at an all-time high, the first figure registered this year is the lowest since 2014. However, the Catalan business minister, Àngels Chacón, insisted on Wednesday that the forecasts for foreign investment into Catalonia for the whole year remain, quote, very positive.
Doncs tenim de moment unes expectatives molt i molt positives per aquest de 2018. El fet que en algun trimestre hi hagi aquesta variació de quantitat no ens allunya ni molt més de les expectatives que, com acabo de dir, veurem les correccions en els propers mesos. Hi ha inversions que s'han anunciat, si les veiem totes estem parlant de 102 projectes, més de 5.000 milions d'inversió.
And with this, we finish today's show. We leave you with some images from the successes of the Roca brothers in world cuisine, and saying, of course, congratulations to El Celler on being again the second best. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.